items I'm sure so many people would love to own. Mine aren't for sale, but they're definitely wasted on me. Hello, and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, fab to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you enjoy my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion, slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself, and of course, celebrating others. So, before we get into the items, I just feel a little lost on me. Let's talk about my bag of the day, an item that is certainly not lost on me. Doesn't get used like it should, but look at this fabulous Kurt Geiger XXL flap in rainbow leather. Beautiful piece, owned it for a little while. I absolutely love it. Gorgeous bag. Great practicality. You know, is rainbow the most versatile colour for everyone? No. Is it versatile enough for me? Yes, it is. I love this piece. It's just a personality piece. Fun, playful, still quite practical. Love it. Now, some of you may also have realised that you haven't seen Miss Poppy running around in too many of the videos. She is there. She's there. But she is recovering from her space surgery. So I have been very focused on helping her recover, feeling her best. So that's where we are currently at. And that's why you haven't seen her running around, running across my shoulders and all of the stuff that I know you all love to see. She hasn't been doing any of that just because the focus needs to be keeping her on the ground, keeping her healthy, keeping her safe and secure so that she can recover in the best possible way. So she's doing very, very well. She's such a good girl. Yeah, she's an absolute dream. I have to say, she's an absolute dream. But that's why you won't have seen her running around in the sort of the past few videos. But she's doing very well, I'm pleased to say. Okay, so let's talk about the items that are somewhat wasted in my collection. And these might be just because I don't really use them. These might be just because they're not... Well, basically, yeah, they're slightly redundant for a number of different reasons. It doesn't mean they're not beautiful. It doesn't mean I don't love them. It doesn't mean that I'm looking to move them on. These are pieces that I own for the sake of owning because aesthetically I love them, or because there might be another reason, but a lot of them it's just because I think they're beautiful. But they're not ones that I grab for on a regular basis. They're a little bit wasted on me, and I don't think I love them to their fullest, as some people will. One that I absolutely do love but don't use particularly, and I've spoken about these, and these will feature in so many videos like this, but my So Kates, you know, I've spoken about them before. I won't go into it too much. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I've worn them probably 3 times and they absolutely destroy your feet, but aesthetically I think they are the most stunning shoe out there. And therefore I like the fact that I have them. I like the fact that I can just put them on, teeter-totter around the flat, whilst I'm trying to kind of get them a little bit more molded to my feet. And yeah, I enjoy them for that, but certainly they are not a regular use. These are probably wasted on me if you are someone who wears them regularly. But actually, I don't know anyone who really wears them regularly. Zendaya, you know, Kate Moss, Bethany Frankel. I think they're probably the only people I know who wear these regularly. Anyone else? I don't think so. So are they that wasted? I don't know. As a shoe, they're wasted on me, but just in terms of a beautiful piece of fashion, they're certainly not. So these are a funny one, but it's okay. One that wasn't wasted on me at first because I used it day in, day out, but I don't think I've picked up in at least 2 years. This Longchamp Les Pliage. It was my first Les Pliage top handle. This is in the 40cm size. This is a seasonal, so I think it's a Les Pliage collection piece. I mean, it's honestly, it looks fantastic. Considering the fact I've probably used this at least 50 times, it looks fantastic. And the wear on it has been amazing. But it's so wasted on me because I just don't use it anymore. It's just not my taste. The style of it is just not my taste. Do I care enough to let it go? I mean, I'll be honest. I was actually grabbing another piece when I found this. And I went, ah, that works for this video. This wasn't even on my radar. Because the bag that was actually on my radar, but I cannot find, is my Les Pliages Neo in the colour Nordic, which is absolutely beautiful. And I took it with me to Latvia last year, and I was waxing lyrical about it, and I believe everything I said. But then I've come home and not used it. I've been using Les Pliages less and less for no reason, because they are fabulous, fabulous bags. I've just been grabbing other things lately, but I do need to get myself back into using the Les Pliages because I think they're wonderful. So definitely do. I mean, I'm looking, I've got 6, 7 just looking at me right now, and I need to get back to using them. So the Neo is probably another one. My Les Pliages in general absolutely could probably be. This one, I've used this once. I've used it once, and I've owned it like a year. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. The colour's so pretty. Honestly, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's wasted. Anyway, whilst I'm making myself feel bad, let's go for this one. It's not what's in it. This Celine Doctor bag. Ugh. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I do love it. But I just don't wear brown very often. And it's very classic. And it's very simple. And it's very sophisticated. This actually reminds me a little bit of the Margot bag. But yeah, I mean, it's Celine. And the leather, oh, it's amazing. And oh, it's beautiful. And look at the capacity. I mean, this has a Kurt Geiger XXL flap stuffed with 5 Longchamp bags. And it's fitted all of that in it. I mean, it's fabulous. Fabulous. It's just, I think it's just, like I said, I think it's just wasted on me, to be honest. Because I think someone else would love the quiet sophistication of this. I just don't think that person's me. Well, I know that person's not me. I mean, look at what my bag of the day was. They don't scream the same person, do they? Would you think they had the same owner? I don't know. But anyway, my Celine Doctor bag. Another one. Okay, whilst I'm making another confessional. Okay, this is a bag style I love. It's a bag style I love. But of all of the ones I have, this is the one that I'm the least passionate about. My antique pink Bayswater. Look, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. It's a classic. It's stunning. But the fact that this is as muted as it is, I love it. And it's simple and it's elegant, but I just don't grab for it because of that. I grab my louder ones. I grab other bags in the place. Like at the moment, really, anytime I could be grabbing this, I've been grabbing this. And actually I've been preferring this. So yeah, it's, like I said, it's not going anywhere because it does have a time and a place for me. And I probably use it once every couple of months. But it's a bloody Bayswater. They should be used more. And it's very beautiful. Like I said, I'm not getting rid of it. But it deserves more use than I give it. But I like having the option of it. I like having a Bayswater outside of the black mock croc that's a little bit more subtle. I just don't grab for it very often. Whereas I know for someone else, this would be probably their day in, day out bag. Whereas this is just very much my occasional when I need something that's a bit more muted. And that's rare. So there's that one. Let's do the final bag before I do the item that always gets people when I show this and say I don't use it. My Mulberry Alexa. It's beautiful. I love the print. I just don't use it. And I can't bring myself to use it. It's a bag that every time I go to put it on, I take it off. I've probably used it 4 times in the time that I've owned it. I've owned it nearly 2 years. And it's stunning. It came from the 2010 collection, so one of the initial special editions of the Alexa was this particular Loopy Leopard. Loopy Leopard? Yes, Loopy Leopard. And it's stunning. the Alexa's just not the bag style for me, and therefore it gets wasted. Again, I think this would be for someone their day in, day out. I could see how this could be used, and I love the Alexa on other people. I just don't love it on me. So I put it on, look at my outfit, take it back off. That's how I do it with everything. Sometimes I think, oh, what if I, you know, just use it as a little bit of a clutch? No, I've got better clutches than that. What if I use it as a top handle? No, I've got better top handles. What if I use it as a shoulder bag? No, I've got better shoulder bags. Genuinely, other than this print, there is not a use case that really works for me brilliantly with the Alexa. In terms of my style, my collection, how I like to wear my items. Like I said, I love it on other people, and I just don't love it on me. And therefore it's wasted on me, because it's not an inexpensive piece. It's beautiful. It's a shame to think that there are pieces on there that, you know, for someone else, they would absolutely love and adore. And then I do question, so why do you hold on to them, Nick? And I do think, well, maybe it's because I might change my mind. My style might shift. Maybe I will have one of those moments where I stop buying new stuff, so I do just shop my wardrobe and then fall in love. Because there are pieces I've fallen in love with a good period of time after I first bought them, because I had this aha moment of styling, or my taste just changed. Is this going to be one of them? I don't know. But I do think aesthetically I have one of the most beautiful versions of the Alexa. It's a beautiful example of the bag. It's just the wrong bag style on me, so it's wasted. There's that. And last but by no means least, the item that always gets people when I show them this. I think this is a vintage Burberry trench coat, but my ice blue Burberry trench coat. Like I said, this gets to people when I show this. And this is a classic example of an item that I bought, loved the idea of, more than I loved it in practice. I don't think it suits my shape and my frame particularly. I have other people who tell me they love it on me. I don't feel that way, and I have to be the one that feels comfortable, regardless of how many comments. If I feel amazing in someone, but everyone else says you look terrible, I don't care if I feel amazing. If everyone says I look great, but I feel terrible, I'm not wearing it. So that's where I go to with this. That's my philosophy. I dress for me. And this is fabulous. The color is stunning. I have never seen another one like it. I've never seen another ice blue. I love this on the hanger. I put it on me and I hate it. And this is a expensive piece of clothing, of outerwear. This is a desirable piece of outerwear. The Burberry trench is iconic. It is not wasted on me. How fortunate I am to own one. That is not wasted on me whatsoever. Do I just have the wrong one? No, I don't think I do. I just don't think trench coats are for me. So the fact that, you know, I've got this Burberry one, I'm pleased, because I think that's the most iconic trench you can own. But then also I think I own the most iconic trench and don't wear it. And that's a waste. But this is the item out of everything. I mean, I love all of it, don't get me wrong. But this is the item out of everything that I feel like if I'm going to grow into, this is the one. And this is the one that I can feel I can sit on the longest to figure that out. Some of the others could probably go quicker. This, the Antique Pink Bayswater and that Celine Doctor bag are bags that are items, that I think I could sit on for a very long time, pick them up in 10 years, decide I love them, and I would still be able to wear them without really even thinking twice. The Alexa, I think my taste could change drastically away from it, because even if I decide that satchel bag style is right for me, I might decide that that type of print is wrong in 10 years time. I don't know. The Louboutins, I might not be wearing 120 heels in 10 years time. I don't know. I hope I am, but I might not be. So, you know, that's where my head goes to with it. But yeah, this, it's a beautiful, beautiful example of the trench coat. Like I said, it is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. Made in the UK. Trying to see if there's anything that indicates the age of it. Probably somewhere on here. But I mean, it's stunning. It really is. I probably last wore this November 20... No, not November. November 2021? October 2021? And I wore it for a photo. That was it. Before that, I haven't worn this since 2019. And I wore it twice. Shameful, really, isn't it? Anyway, there's that. So there we are, everyone. Those are some items that are wasted on me. There's probably more. It's not great. And look, some of them get the occasional use. Some of them no use at all. Some of them I even forget about. But what I am hoping is that some of these are ones that, as time changes, you know, I can work into my style without losing the passion for the other pieces that I love. I hope there might be a time and a place for these a little bit more in my rotations, like I said, without losing the passion for the others. But anyway, what are some of the items that you feel are wasted on you in your collections? Let me know. Would love to hear from you. Thank you so much as always for watching. Mwah.